Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I recently got in this Nintendo NES Advantage controller that was famously used in the Ghostbusters 2 movie to control the Statue of Liberty. As you guys might be aware, I am a huge fan of pretty much all Ghostbusters props. I even decorated my going down to my downstairs theater room in all Ghostbusters themes. And I've got a couple of packs, and I've got the slime blower, and I also have the Terror Dog heads, which I don't really have room to display here, but in the new place I'll get them all properly displayed in some Ghostbusters section. But today's video is all about this NES Advantage controller, so if you want to learn more about this piece, stick around.
Pilot controls are ready.
All right, it's getting late. It's almost midnight. Let's go, Venkman.
Here's something off the request line.
And there you guys just watched the scene in Ghostbusters 2 where you actually saw this remote. I'll have to admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of Ghostbusters 2. I definitely liked Ghostbusters 1 a lot more. I thought Ghostbusters 2 was a little over the top. I mean, you might say a 150-foot State Puff Marshmallow Man was pretty over the top in Ghostbusters 1.
That's a big Twinkie.
But to me, it was plausible because you had this supernatural creature that came into our universe, and it was plausible that this creature can pretty much make anything happen. Whereas in this movie, they sprayed down the Statue of Liberty with slime, and they were able to hook this controller up and walk it around New York City. So my engineering mind, the BS alarms were definitely going way off, and there was a few other scenes in the movie too that just felt over the top to me. But anyhow, let's just kind of dive into this review and see how close this replica comes to the actual one you just saw in the movie. So all in all, I think this is a pretty good replica of the controller you saw in the movie. Now, first, the controller itself. This is a real NES Nintendo Advantage controller. For you people not old enough, when I was a kid, this was kind of a state-of-the-art controller that came out. It's nothing like the aerodynamic controllers with all the buttons that has been pretty common in the last 20 years. But back then, this was a pretty cool controller to have. It kind of felt like the arcade machines at the time where it had the big joystick and the big buttons here, and you had turbo and all that. So it was a kind of a cool controller to own back then. So yeah, just looking at this thing, a couple of obvious differences from the actual movie prop. These two lights here, when you look at them on the movie prop, this one was colored white and this one was colored red, so the actual housing itself was white and red, where these are clear. But the guy did wire it up when they light up, so if you actually move this to the number 2, it lights up. So that turns white and that blinks red. So he does have it white and red in a way. It's just the housing should have been white and red. And the other thing I noticed was there was a sticker here that had a model number with a number there. That's missing, so it would have been kind of nice if he would have made a replica of that sticker and stuck it there. But the other thing, like the major parts, this motherboard here and kind of the colors and how this motherboard looks and how this motherboard looks, that's all there. A lot of the major parts on the motherboard kind of match up. So like the big sections here, the green ribbon cable, let me just kind of turn it around here. You know, that kind of matches up. how the wires were yellow here, and a lot of the wires going back and forth match up. I think the ribbon itself is a pretty nice match. I think like this little doodah was kind of blue in the movie. And there's a few other like little doodahs and stuff on the board that are missing here. But I think the major things are all kind of there. And in reality, if I never would have paused the movie and took a picture of what it looked like there, I probably would have never noticed those little things. So while it's not a perfect replica, it's pretty darn close. And something that I've had a save search on eBay for many years, and they really don't pop up hardly ever. I have seen a few on Etsy that actually I thought were not as close as this one. So I was glad to see finally there's some maker, this came actually from a guy in England, I believe, that I think he's currently selling them right now on eBay. So I went ahead and purchased one, and glad to have it in the collection. So anyhow, guys, this is kind of a quick video. Thought I would just show off this replica prop here, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching another video. I'm a huge fan of home theater and these movie replica props. I'm going to put out a couple of videos each week in those areas. And if you're a huge fan like I am, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.